Danganronpa.
Lecker. Gleich 8 Uhr. Da stehen nur 2 Zuschauer. Einer bin ich. Oh, bleiben alle. Aber egal. Ich mach gleich. Vielleicht spinnt ja auch einfach die Anzeige wieder. Oh, die Webcam. Ich wollte mich vorhin rasieren und habe dann gemerkt, dass der Rasierer alle ist, also die Batterie. Also gibt es doch noch keinen Bene ohne Bart. Oh, da ist noch einer. So. Okay, ich fange einfach mal an, ne? Aufnahme läuft, Stream läuft, los geht's. Ja. Kiwi-Eis, ja auch nicht schlecht. Ja, heute wollte ich eigentlich auch wieder von 19 bis 11, von 19 bis 23 Uhr machen, aber ich hatte jetzt doch noch so viel im Haushalt zu tun, dass es leider doch erst 20 Uhr wurde. Ich habe auch noch ein bisschen zu tun, also werde ich auch wahrscheinlich nur bis 22 Uhr machen, so circa, also dann trotzdem heute eher die normale Zeit. Aber mal gucken. Schauen wir mal, wie weit wir kommen. Also. Ja, ich gehe nochmal eben so ein bisschen den Dialog durch, um selber eben wieder reinzukommen. Du musst um 5 Uhr, heilige Luzi hoch 10, 5:30 Uhr. Meine Fresse. Oh Gott. Okay, wir hatten... Ich glaube, wir hatten über die Filming Location gesprochen. Even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting in the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? Only possibility is that place at the building. It's possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room. Ah, the conference room? Those were in the music venue look completely different. That's exactly what a killer or something to make those two places resemble each other. To make the conference room look like a music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. Gotta make clear what that work was. What the killer did was...
make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
Mhm. Denn der Conference Room hatte auch schwarze Vorhänge hinten, weil da ja ein Beamer drin war und dann konnte man schwarze Vorhänge, waren die schwarze Vorhänge deswegen im Conference Room, damit man das da schön dunkel machen konnte für den Beamer. Und um das irgendwie, ja.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain, but after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
Ja, das hatten sie auch bei der Investigation angemerkt, dass da so ein schwarzer Vorhang ist, der irgendwie gar nicht so richtig passt.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room?
So ein Lama-Konter, dass nicht mal irgendjemand das kommentiert. Oh ja, der Vorhang wurde dann wahrscheinlich dahin gehängt, damit...
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is... the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor match.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like a conference room. It's gotta be that. What? Ah, candle.
I can prove it with this.
Then...
You're referring to the candle in the music venue, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
Aber wenn man natürlich gar nicht in der... in dem Music-Dings filmt, sondern woanders, hat man natürlich das Licht nicht.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence.
Also benutzt man ein anderes Licht und stellt dann dieselbe Art von anderem Licht hinterher auf die Bühne.
The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
Vielleicht war es ja sogar die Kerze, die im Video, also, weil im Conference Room war ja keine, ne? Vielleicht ist sie sogar rübergebracht worden.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up. So I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside cops say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue, which means there was a fake somewhere. That fake must have been the Ibuki in the conference room.
I see! The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim. By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me
But
was...
why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
Möchte jemand schon mal einen Namen in die Runde werfen? Ich muss nämlich bestimmt gleich jemanden aussuchen. Ich frage mich, wer schon drauf gekommen ist.
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. If I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right. I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. Ich muss mal eben Wasser holen. So. Dann wählen wir mal, was Christian sagt.
You're the only one! Mika, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
Shouldn't you get some rest already? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right?
And if you insist, I will use the on-call room upstairs. Must be mentally exhausted, and I will relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Well, are you?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you?
Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it would be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this.
Was ist das jetzt schon wieder?
I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
Was kommt jetzt?
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Why? Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning.
Das hat er schon mal gesagt am Anfang, ne? Ich glaube noch draußen beim Monokuma Rock oder so. Irgendwo hat er schon mal gesagt, er kann in diesem Fall dem Mörder nicht vergeben oder so.
Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Huh?
What? Are you serious? I've been so focused on everybody else this trial.
Was,
But I guess now's a good time to say it.
was kommt denn jetzt?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Nein, ich glaube, Byakuya...
Let's take a look, shall we?
Look at what? What are you talking about?
Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from.
Ah, ich erinnere mich.
This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Oh, but it is.
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Is that really true? Gucken wir uns mal eben die Sachen an. Rope for hanging. Wo ist es denn? The rope used for hanging, According to Mikan, there is no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. Ich glaube, das ist es schon.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yep.
That must be it.
Da habe ich, glaube ich, auch ein bisschen gebraucht, um darauf zu kommen.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
Ist also gut möglich, dass er schon zu dem Zeitpunkt drauf gekommen ist. Hat trotzdem die ganze Zeit nichts gesagt.
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
Ja, ich glaube, da hast du durchaus recht, Christian.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikan nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer. There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
Das ist nicht so Zeug, das ich nicht verstehe.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? You're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that! You hear me? I'm done!
Hey, Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? Well, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest, we've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey, Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me. Can you prove it? Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
Ach, das fällt dir jetzt erst auf.
I'm not the killer! The video... I never filmed that video! It seems she finally started arguing for us.
Huh?
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Why me? Could it be? Was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw that video.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Okay, und wie? Was kommt jetzt? Make your argument. Blood on the souls. Rope use. Was haben wir denn hier alles? Venus Carrier, Sea Temperature. Ich höre mir erstmal an, was sie zu sagen hat. Eben wissen, was Mikans Account war. Well, I believe my mouth in the morning, Mika was a the whole time afterwards. He went to the hospital to check another one. We can't think of anybody else other than you.
Who could have filmed that video?
Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Good lord.
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
Good lord.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Camera angle.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Ich glaube, wir haben noch nie über den Camera Angle gesprochen. Don't flinch, don't hesitate, don't run away. I'm the only one who saw that video. Who else is gonna do it if I don't?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital slip?
Ibuki and Mikan clear.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Muss ich mir das jetzt nehmen?
Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able
Aber
to
ich
make
glaube,
out
ich
her
muss
body
eher...
type. So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Ich bin jetzt auch nicht sicher. Was jetzt genau gewollt.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Nein. Die Kugel ist ja nur einmal da. Das zweite, was ich geschossen habe, war dann nicht mehr das.
We can't think of anybody else who could have filmed that video.
Jetzt muss ich wieder ganz zum Schluss spulen.
Ibuki and Mikan.
Is that really? You could tell her body just from that dim. There's no way you'd be so please forget. Hajime, hey,
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Hallo? Okay. Ist hier gerade eine Katze
We
rumgesprungen?
can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag on is the
Ich
hospital
glaube, es
gown?
ging um den Kamera.
Ibuki and Mikan.
You could tell her body type and just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Ja.
I'll shoot through that contradiction. Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you say anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me! Huh? 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 I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.